In this video, we've got $10,000 grants with an application deadline that closes in 6 days. We've got a $20,000 grant program. We've got a $1,000 grant program on which I told you I capitalized a couple of videos back on which you can capitalize if you move quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, as I've told you before, I could probably do the Hulk Hogan for this one. We have grants for everyone. And as always, I list links to the information resources and application portals to all of these grant programs. You've got grants for your high school students, for veterans, for individuals, grants for everyone. Let's go ahead and take a look. First off, I'll go ahead and just show you this grant opportunity initially because they emphasize and are grabbing you by the shirt and tell you, listen, anyone from anywhere in any language can submit an idea. I always tell you, you have to simply sell something or execute the organized effort of operating a small business, which simply constitutes you selling a product or service. Right there, they're telling you, you don't even have to have a business. Anyone from anywhere in any language can submit an idea. It only takes a minute. You can submit more than one idea. I just can submit it. From May 3rd, 2021 to July 26th, 2021, August 3rd, 2021, 100 finalists are announced, $1,000 for each of the finalists, $20,000 awarded for the winners of Demo Day. And I have it on the spreadsheet, the highly coveted spreadsheet, where I list links to information resources and application portals, as I've told you, to grants for everyone. What don't I have here? Look, opportunities for you to go ahead and apply for rental assistance. I'll go ahead and talk about this because last time I forgot. Listen, this is the California page, for instance. Through this information resource, through this website, you can go ahead and apply as a landlord or as a renter for rental assistance. There are billions of dollars that the federal government is allocating towards rental assistance and distributing it to states. This is the California portal. Take a look, and I have listed, as I told you, a couple of videos back, information resources for every state, except American Samoa, because I do not see any viewers coming from American Samoa. However, if you're from American Samoa, drop the comment in the comment section below, and I'll go ahead and find that resource for you. And other U.S. territories, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Maryland. Look at how comprehensive this list is. Look, free education resources, which also constitute grants. As I told you, grants that I use to educate myself in the Borough of Manhattan Community College and graduate with honors and get a scholarship into NYU. That's what put me in a position where I could generate millions of dollars, when I could drive billions of visitors to publications, to businesses, and build my business in order to save and feed my families, to ultimately help save this country, which is what I want you to do. And you could do it either as an individual, as a small business. If you do it as a small business, it's a lot better, because you've got to remember, there are a whopping 25,701,671 non-employer firms in this country. Why do I talk about non-employer firms? Because these are businesses that are solely operated by one person. They're self-employment projects. You could start doing that right now. Of course, you got to document the revenue that you're generating. Go ahead and deposit it into a business account. If you are a veteran, you can get a free business account or a free account over at Chase. I think some states are different, but in other words, not free, meaning that it's a non-fee, so you don't get charged any fees for you to buy money orders. They charge, I think it's like $7 for money orders at Chase. I get them for free because I'm a veteran, right? And veterans can go ahead and tap into that. And I have more resources for veterans right here. And not only for veterans. Look, Street Shares, become a beach fitness coach for free. There's training for veterans to become personal fitness coaches. You know, in the military, you're practically trained to train other people because you go through so much training that you know how to keep yourself fit if you really want to do so. A number of people don't want to do so, but if you want to do it, they give you the training in order for you to do so. Not so much on the nutrition side when I was in, at least, perhaps now, but yeah, definitely in terms of training yourself, and we can keep going. Look, remember I told you a couple of videos back about this grant opportunity, potential grant opportunity for everyone. How I vlogged on this opportunity back in March. I simply made a donation of around a little more than $100, between $100 to $120 to a couple of Gitcoin grant fundraisers right here. Democratic Public Goods Funding. These are people who are organizing fundraisers for their cryptocurrency, for their blockchain-oriented products. Keep the movement going. Some people are simply teaching people about decentralized finance, about cryptocurrency, how to invest. Look, cream knowledge. I went ahead and deposited a couple of bucks the other day. I spent like $40. Let's see what happens. Anyway, during round 9, we're currently in round 10. As I told you just a few minutes ago, donated roughly $120, $130, and they gave me back what's called the GTC cryptocurrency. This is Gitcoin's cryptocurrency. Now, this is a GitHub organization. In the event you don't know what GitHub is, it's a place where developers can collaborate. They can upload their code, and other people can upload their code who are on their teams, and they can collaborate. They can edit each other's code when they're launching a project. So developers of cryptocurrency projects, they use GitHub in order to post updates on their projects. Some of them are open source, and you can see the code that they're using to operate the cryptocurrency. So they gave me back 36.82 GTC, which the other day I looked at it. Let's go ahead and take a look at it right now. We'll be as transparent right now. It was like at $9.30 the other day. Now it's $8.09. This stuff goes up and down. Regardless, it was at $9.30 the other day. We could take a look. Just go back about 14 days ago. Look, it was all the way up to $17. Look, well, I'm not sure if I got it prior to June 11th, but look, on this particular date, this grant equated GTC, $17.26. $17.26 times what, $36. That alone is a grant of $621. Now, the other day was at $9.30, which I'm pretty sure it'll go up to that amount. So look, $334 I got in exchange for a buck and change. Plus, there is another account that I opened during a video that I uploaded where I showed you about this program earlier this year in March. And let's see if I just take a quick look at it. And through that other account, I made a bigger deposit. I was kind of flossing because I was showing you how I can make a deposit, how I can donate to these campaigns. And just for participating, they give what's called airdrops, which are equivalent to a grant. So I'll just go ahead and roll the image on the screen. 63 GTC. So times 8. Let's just drop it at 8. That's $504 right there. It was at $9.30, and I'm pretty sure to go back to $9.30. Oops. 585. Hold on. Let me just drop that period in there. 585.9 plus $300 is 600 plus 300 and change, probably 900 and change, almost $1,000 for me donating a buck and change. And I got some other airdrops as well. I don't know where they're at right now because they go all over the place. But yeah, I got airdrops in other currencies. And this one I like to emphasize is because it's coming from Gitcoin. GitHub made $300 million back in 2018. They're not going anywhere. They got like 1,600 employees. So it's a solid cryptocurrency project. It's not going anywhere. And just like the way that you evaluate stocks, we take a look at how good the company is doing, whether there's a use case, because there's a number of cryptocurrency projects. There's no use case behind them. You know, Dogecoin, for instance, is something that it's not intended to have any use case. It's simply a meme, AKA a joke. So, however, this is a real organization. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. And they want people to participate because they've got people participating. And it's a big organization. They want to keep their branding intact. Here goes another one, the Power Forward Small Business Grant for people of color. You can go ahead and file the application right here, okay? Look at that. Gives you everything right here. And I've got it listed right here on the tab labeled grants. But we got grants. Look, we've got the Small Business Relief Initiative and Fund, FAQs, ever popular, number of our viewers have been successful in obtaining this grant, also obtaining the Paycheck Protection Program through our partnership with Womply. I'll go ahead and roll it right now so you can take a look at the results people have posted. The other day, the Small Business Administration told the press, remember, I work with their press office, urging people, practically begging you, listen, we need more people to apply for the Targeted Economic Injury Disaster Loan Advance. Now, on paper, the law reads that you have to have suffered a 30% loss in 2020 when compared to another period prior to that. So you have to be able to document that. You have to be able to show that and prove that to the Small Business Administration. However, they have the final say. Congress has given them the discretion, or a certain level of discretion, to distribute these funds the best way they see fit. So you go ahead and contact them and see whether your business that you potentially started after March 2nd, whether it qualifies. They have the ultimate say. I don't work for the Small Business Administration. This is not financial advice, but go ahead and reach out to them. Why not? Why not? And ask them whether you qualify if you live in a low income. I have heard, now this is hearsay. This is nothing that I have any type of proof on, that they're actually taking targeted EIDL applications and approving targeted EIDL advanced application for people that sometimes live in mid-level, mid-income or with non-low income communities. In other words, all right, they're in communities that are not low income, so mid-income communities. I've heard that. So again, the Small Business Administration, the federal government, they have the final say. Of course, don't lie about your situation. I'm not telling you to lie about your situation. I didn't lie at all when filing for applications for the Economic Injury Disaster Loan and the advances in the Paycheck Protection. Of course not. I've been operating my business since 2010, incorporating the state of Florida, been working with some of the most iconic brands and publications worldwide, Adweek, Billboard, the 2012 Barack Obama presidential campaign. So I operate a legitimate business, and we got shut down due to the pandemic closures in New York City, which was the epicenter of the epicenter. I caught the virus. My whole family caught the virus. Thank God, since we micromanage our macronutrients, we supplement with fish oil, and we do the delphinidins, the antioxidants and stuff. It didn't hit us too hard. Just a little sniffles, some fatigue for a couple of weeks. I was down and out, so we felt it. We've got Stacis Rise Project. This is a grant program for women-owned businesses. Another grant program for women. Right here, $25,000. The Amber Grant distributes it every single month. Again, listed on the grants tab. This is the $10,000 grant with a deadline, with an application deadline that lapses in approximately 6 days. No, in 6 days. Well, yeah, you could say approximately, because this day's practically done. Like my man who used to live in the basement with me, 11 o'clock and the day's over. Check it out, 150 Hispanic-owned food and beverage business. If I had time, I'd go ahead and call all the restaurants at which I eat out in these locations: San Antonio, Chicago, Miami, Denver. If you want to do something good, pay it forward. Go ahead and send the application to restaurants at where you eat, Hispanic-owned food and beverage businesses. Try to keep them going. And trust me, don't think about doing this with any ulterior motive. It all comes back to you. The karma, it speaks for itself. Contact the CDFI if for some reason you do not find an opportunity that's best fit for you on my spreadsheet. Although this list, look how comprehensive. Look at all the education resources. I told you about all the certification courses. Don't get it twisted about the certifications. It's just about you developing the skills to be able to sell that product or service. You want to learn how to sell a product or service? Learn how to do Facebook ads. Have incoming. Go to lead pages. Go to ClickFunnels and go ahead and set up a landing page where you collect people's contact information. There are a number of people on YouTube that are always selling you these courses. Be the person that's selling a course. You know something. You know a lot. Everybody could geek out about one particular topic or several topics. You potentially know about sports or whatever. That knowledge could be used towards helping people be successful in betting on sports. I remember when I was following football heavily, I think I had a perfect record in terms of picking the winners of all the football games. I think it was in 06. I don't have as much time as I did back then, so I don't get involved. But everyone in the off, this dude that was following the stuff that he was listening to me in the office where I was speaking over with my client. He was following my picks, and I think he made like $2,500 off of my picks. I didn't do it myself, but you could geek out about anything, and you can get paid for it on the internet. Teach people how to do it. And again, if any of these opportunities don't work for you, and let me just tell you real quick, this organization called DAV, they have a number of programs for veterans. So you go ahead and call them. I shout out my vets first, ladies and gentlemen, right here. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. A couple of scrapes of that piragua, all y'all Latinx and Hispanics in the mid-Atlantic and at the top of the map, you know what I'm talking about. Because like I said, if for some reason you don't find something that's fit, take a look at the community development, financial development institutions. These are for small businesses that are disadvantaged. Look, I got a full list of them right here. Go ahead and contact them. They have information about how to fund your startups, how to fund your business, how to get your credit right. Look, federal credit unions. These are some of the places where people use to go ahead and build their credit, their personal credit, to go on and build their business credit. Go ahead and contact. You got to hustle for this. You got to keep yourself alive. There are, I think, an infinite amount of resources available for you in this country. All right? In Spanish, USA reads USA, means use. Go ahead and use the resources available to you. Okay? That's the PepsiCo grant I told you about. Nonprofits. Join Subtext. They've got this grant competition for nonprofits. Right here, application deadline, 7/23. Google distributes ad grants. In other words, money or credits that you could use towards advertising your nonprofit. Right here. Here are all the rules. And I've got, like I said, it's for everyone. Look, mortgage assistance if you're paying off a mortgage. Don't digress, Neil. Right here, nonprofits. Bang, join Subtext just as award for nonprofits. Google ad grants for nonprofits. And Google's giving out grants for advertising all the time. This is just for nonprofits at this particular moment in time, but they typically have offers where you can spend like $150 in ads. That's the way to sell something. If you have no following on social media, you go ahead and put out ads and point them to a landing page. Have someone create a landing page for you on Fiverr. Again, this is the rental assistance tab. What else? What have I missed? Again, if you cannot find the assistance that you require as a small business owner, as an individual, as a veteran, then again, hit the CDFIs, by the way. They're listed on the small businesses or small business resources, not a plural, right here. So right here, I've got the list of all of them right here. List of certified community development. America's SBDC. These are small business development centers. Go ahead and contact them. They are also equipped to help you find these grant opportunities, find funding opportunities for your small business. As I told you, there are a whopping 25,701,671 non-employer firms, which constitute over 80%, the whopping majority of the 31,678,432 small businesses in this country, constituting 99.9% of all U.S. businesses, employing half of the U.S. workforce, 60.6 million United States employees. We're not going anywhere. Come join the club. And the United States, it's in their best interest to ensure that you operate a small business. If you can't get a job where you're making enough money to save and feed your families to ultimately save this country. So they distribute grants to all these, like that Community Navigator program that Small Business Administration talked about, the number of people are telling you about. They use it to fund these organizations, so they're funded through your tax dollars. So go ahead and capitalize. Look, accessing capital, free business consulting, free at cost training, SCORE, right? Look, the USA, they've got a whole page, how to start your business right here. It's all right here. There's all information right here. And this, again, a couple of scrapes off the ice block right here. SCORE. Go ahead and contact them. They've got a great team. They've got chapters all across the United States. And again, heavily equipped to provide all the resources you need to ultimately save and feed your families, to save this country. May God bless you. May God bless the United States of America and everybody else on this planet. Talk soon.